was breaking the frickin' wall. This can't be a surprise. At any point, projected myself as Donny Osmond.
The bartender during that whole skit too, his face, he's very stony face.
Yeah, he's Scottish.
Now, when you did the cemetery part, what did you say to before you started? So we're just going to walk through here. We're just going to talk about whatever comes up. I mean, what did you do?
No, I didn't even do that. I said, you saw what I said to her. I said, you ready? She went, yeah. And then because it worked, we just left it in. But that's, Mila arrived, I think she got off she was in Russia doing some, I don't know, arms deal or something. But she'd come back from somewhere and she turned up. She turned up there. And I had been somewhere else filming another part for her later in the week. And I said, hey, how you doing? She went, great. And I went, you ready? She went, yep. And I said, okay. And then you see it. And then we just started walking and talking. Wow. That's the kind of people you have to have. People who are fearless about that. What I like, one of the reasons I'm proud of this week of shows is that it contains things like that. That's one shot. That's 8 minutes, one shot. There's no cut. There's no cheat. There's no, like when the production assistant ran by in the gravestone, like, there's a production assistant. It wasn't like, oh, who ruined the shot? You can see who ruined it. Ruined shot. You take the ruined shot. So this is what a look at it. Nobody in the world doesn't know what a ruined shot is like. So we'll put it in, and it's fine. I like it. And also, you don't have to do it twice, which is great.
Did you know what you talked to her about as you were walking?
I thought I would ask her because it was a cemetery. I thought we should probably talk about. Bless you. We should talk about death. Other than that, I didn't have any intention about talking about John Knox, and I will take some flack for that. There'll be some kind of reserved, sort of passive-aggressive fatwa about talking about John Knox like that, but it's my experience with him.
I wonder where you're going with that, because of the way you set it up too, that he hated women and...
Well, I didn't say he hated women. He wrote that book. Yeah. He wrote a book, The First Blast of the Trumpet Against That Monstrous Regiment of Women. That's a clue. To be honest, I haven't read the book. So, he may say in the book, wouldn't that be a terrible title for a book, ladies? Anyway, I love you girls. I suspect that's what's in the book.
Does that interview with Mila, is that kind of a snapshot of what a typical interview for you is on the show, that you just kind of fly by the seat?
Yes. It's not that we fly by the seat of our pants so much. It's that we're not afraid of failure. It's very human, and it's on many occasions not unattractive. And I think that when interviews, particularly interviews, are sanitized and prepared and rehearsed, I don't want any part of that. I'm not an interviewer. I'm not a journalist, although I do have a Peabody Award. I'm not a journalist. but I'm not a journalist, and I'm not really. I know Pete kind of disagrees with me on this, but I'm not really a late night talk show. I'm trying to do the most honest television I can do, and that means that there are certain things that are going to get affected by that. One is some people it's going to really resonate with, and other people are going to hate that. Publicists aren't crazy, but my own darling publicist Cheryl is kind of like, you really have to say that. I don't know why you have to say that. Cheryl Mizell, by the way, if you're looking for a publicist, very good. Expensive. But I think that and some people are not going to be comfortable watching it. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I think the longer I'm on the air, the more cocky I get, to excuse the expression, about the ability, the fact that, you know, that Peter Lassalle and Michael Mavis have backed me up on this, that CBS have backed me up on this, that Worldwide Pants have backed me up on this, that they have said, no, you do what you're comfortable with. And as they continue to do that, I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll keep going. And we'll see where it ends up. I don't know where it ends up, but I don't like the idea. You know what? I was doing some publicity for this week of shows, and so I did some other shows. I'm not going to tell you what ones I did. You can Google it, but so you do some other shows, and how other shows work is surprising to me. Like they say, they're going to ask you this, and then you're going to say this, and I'm like, I might not say that. Well, they're going to ask you this, and I'm like, well, good luck. I don't know how I'm going to answer that. I might say something else. And he said, well, you said in the pre-interview you were going that when I asked you, you know, what was your favourite vegetable, you said carrot. And I said, yeah, I've changed my mind. People, it's really that important. I mean, it's only television, for God's sake. I mean, it's not medicine or anything. It's just conversation. It's what we're doing now. You know, we're just talking about. Well, I'm talking. It should be like that. I think.
Well, you still have to fill an hour. You still have to worry about hitting those